Assalamu alaikum. This is Btv-Chakraborty welcoming you to the English news from Btv-Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. Arafat Maidan filled with pilgrims chanting Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik as Hajj reaches peak. People heading home to enjoy Eid with near and dear ones, ignoring adverse weather. Safe havens of terrorists, irrespective of location, must be eliminated, warns Home Minister. All preparations to hold main Eid congregation at Jamiatul Falah Mosque Maidan taken by Chattogram City Corporation. U.S. launches airstrikes in southern Iran on pretext of self-defense. Iranian leaders in Doha to advance talks on ending war. And newly appointed coach Thomas Dooley begins training of Bangladesh national football team ahead of Europe tour. Viewers, those were the top stories. Now moving on to the details. As part of the main rituals of the Holy Hajj, the plain of Arafat is now resonating with millions of voices chanting Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, Here I am, O Allah, here I am. Earlier, the formal Hajj rituals began yesterday as millions of pilgrims arrived in Mina of Saudi Arabia. After spending the night there, the guests of Allah proceeded to the plain of Arafat following Fajr prayers today. Staying in the plain of Arafat is one of the three obligatory pillars of Hajj. Pilgrims remained at Arafat throughout the day. It was on the desert plain more than 1,400 years ago that Prophet Muhammad delivered his historic farewell sermon. The Hajj sermon will shortly be delivered from Masjid al-Namira. This year, the sermon is expected to be delivered by Sheikh Ali bin Abdullah Rahman al-Hutaifi, the senior imam and khatib of Al-Masjid an-Nawabi. From sunrise till sunset, pilgrims remained there, engaged in the remembrance of Allah, recitation of the Quran, prayers, and supplications following the sermon and prayers. According to Islamic teachings, supplications made on the plain of Arafat hold immense significance. Pilgrims offered the Zuhr and Asr prayers together. As part of the Hajj rituals, pilgrims left Arafat for Muzdalifah this evening, where spending the night under the open sky is obligatory. After offering Fajr prayers in Muzdalifah, pilgrims will return to their tents in Mina next morning. In Mina, they will stone the largest pillar symbolizing Satan with 7 pebbles, sacrificial animals, shave or trim their hair, and take a ritual bath. Afterwards, wearing regular clothes again, they will travel from Mina to Masjid al-Haram in Makkah to perform sa'i between the hills of Safa and Marwa. The Hajj pilgrimage will conclude with tawaf around the Holy Kaaba. The pressure of homebound travelers on road transport has increased at bus terminals across the capital ahead of Eid. Large crowds of passengers were seen from the morning at Mohakali bus station. Meanwhile, and many said traveling and celebrating Eid with their families after a long time brings a special joy. Many passengers expressed satisfaction with the measures taken by the authorities to ensure a smooth Eid journey despite unfavorable weather conditions and the increased number of travelers. Meanwhile, vigilance teams from Bangladesh Road Transport Authority are working in the field to quickly resolve any passenger complaint. Immediate steps are also being taken wherever a transport shortage occurs. After reports of a shortage of buses on the Shongbad route, the authorities arranged a special bus service this morning. The move brought relief to waiting passengers. Law enforcement agencies are also actively deployed in and around the terminal areas to ensure passenger safety. People are leaving Dhaka for various destinations on the fourth day of Eid travel by train. Today, 60 trains are scheduled to depart from Kamlapur railway station for different destinations across the country, including 44 intercity trains. Passengers express satisfaction with the various measures taken by the railway authorities to ensure a smooth Eid journey. They said railway services have improved compared to previous years. Mobile courts and several vigilance teams are working at railway stations to maintain order during the Eid rush. Members of law enforcement agencies have also been deployed to ensure passenger safety. Special arrangements have been taken to maintain train schedules. Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed said terrorist hideouts will be eliminated wherever they exist. He made the remarks today while briefing journalists after visiting the National Crime Control and Operation Monitoring Center at the police headquarters in the capital. Salahuddin Ahmed said law enforcement agencies are monitoring the overall situation on roads and at cattle markets ahead of Eid. Authorities are also taking steps to prevent the use of counterfeit currency at cattle markets, he added. The Home Minister said special preparations are being taken not only for security but also for city management during Eid. Coordinated measures have been planned for waste removal, sanitization, and cattle market management. Speaking about the situation in Jongo Solimpur in Chattogram, Salahuddin Ahmed said the matter is being closely monitored. He reiterated that terrorist safe havens will be destroyed wherever they are found. The minister also said they are planning to bring the toll collection system fully under automation in the future to reduce traffic congestion. He added that all law enforcement agencies are working in the field to ensure a safe and comfortable Eid for people across the country. A view exchange meeting on broadcasting the FIFA World Cup 2026 on Bangladesh television was held today at the Dhaka Btv Center. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zahiruddin Shapon presided over the meeting. The minister said BTV should work more sincerely to improve the quality of its programs and news through creative ideas. He also said that making the staff more modern and time-friendly is the biggest task. BTV Director General Mahbubul Alam and other senior officials were present at the meeting. The Chattogram City Corporation has completed all preparations to hold the main congregation of the Holy Eid al-Adha at the Jamiatul Falah Mosque Maidan in the city. While visiting the Jamiatul Falah Mosque Maidan in the afternoon, City Mayor Dr. Shahadat Hussain said that in view of Eid al-Adha, extensive preparations have been taken at the initiative of the City Corporation so that the devotees can offer Eid prayers without any hindrance and comfortably. The acting Chief Executive Officer of the City Corporation, Ashraful Amin, Chief Conservation Officer Captain Ikhtiar Uddin Ahmed Chaudhary, Chief Engineer Anisur Rahman, and other officials and local leaders were present on the occasion. Now, international news. The United States said it launched new strikes on southern Iran on Monday, targeting Iranian missile sites and boats attempting to place mines. U.S. Central Command CENTCOM in a statement said the strikes were taken in self-defense and designated to protect the troops from threats posed by Iranian forces. CENTCOM spokesperson Captain Tim Hawkins said in a statement on Monday that U.S. Central Command continued to defend their forces while using restraint during the ongoing ceasefire. Captain Hawkins added that the U.S. strikes targeted an area near Bandar Abbas, a southern port city and home of an Iranian naval base that sits on the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps IRGC said on Tuesday that it had downed a U.S. drone and fired at a fighter jet and another drone that entered Iranian airspace, but it did not specify when this happened. It added that Iran had the legitimate and definite right to retaliate against any U.S. ceasefire violations. It is unclear that which and what impact the latest U.S. strikes will have on any potential peace agreement between the U.S. and Iran. Following the U.S. strikes, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said a deal was still possible and pointed to talks on Tuesday between Iran's top negotiator and foreign minister and Qatar's prime minister. He said President Donald Trump had expressed his desire to make it. Meanwhile, Iran's supreme commander and leader Mustafa Khamenei said the Middle East will no longer serve as shields for U.S. bases. Khamenei, who has not been seen in public since succeeding his late father as supreme leader earlier this year, made the comments on Tuesday in a message marking the annual Hajj pilgrimage. Israel Defense Forces has drastically intensified military operations across southern Lebanon despite a 45-day ceasefire extension agreed upon earlier this month in Washington. Netanyahu orders crushing blow in a video message stating that Israel remains in an active war with Hezbollah. The Israeli military ordered the immediate evacuation of residents from at least 10 southern Lebanese villages, expanding its forced displacement zones. The IDF launched a massive wave of aerial bombardment targeting more than 100 suspected Hezbollah infrastructure sites. Operations struck deep into eastern Lebanon's Bekaa Valley alongside continuous raids in the south. Local authorities reported that at least 3 residents were killed in targeted drone strikes in southern Lebanon. In response to the expanding Israeli offensive, Hezbollah announced a major multi-pronged counteroffensive. The Lebanese armed group stated it successfully executed 22 coordinated drone and rocket attacks utilizing explosive unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, and heavy artillery.